Morning everyone, happy bank holiday Monday. I hope we're all okay and ready for some legs, bumps and tums this morning. The sun is shining again and it's lovely and warm out here. So wherever you are guys, just make sure you've got a little bit of space somewhere comfy. Whether you've got a mat, that's brilliant. If not, a bit of carpet or the grass, as we are going to be going down onto the floor at some point. So just make sure that you're not going to compromise your back or anything whilst we are down on the floor. Make sure you've got some water, especially if you are outside, as it is really, really warm. And at any point, like I always say, if you've been with me before and if you haven't, I'm going to be talking you through every single exercise and giving alternatives at any time. We're going to try some new ones this morning. So those of you that have done it every week with me, keep an eye out for something different this morning. Okay, so as soon as we're all ready, we're going to get going with our warm-up. So as normal, if you're joining in, say hi in the comments. Lovely to know who's joining me. Morning Celia, morning Anne, morning Chris, morning Jude, morning Francesca, morning Jackie. Oh, it's lovely to have you here. And morning Malcolm. Okay, so if anyone else is there, just let us know. As I say, it's really nice to know who's there. So our first exercise, guys, of our warm-up, we're just going to start with some narrow squats. So our feet are just outside of our hips, and we're going to send our hips back, brace our core, and squeeze our glutes. So it's 60 seconds for each exercise to warm up. It's nice to see so many of you here on the bank holiday. Okay, guys, we're halfway there. So we're going to start to bring the heart rates up, just warming up every muscle in the body before we move into our 3 big rounds. "15 seconds. Three, two, one. Okay, guys, we're straight into a lunge. So we bend the knees, hips are square, and we're going to alternate the legs each time. So a nice long step back, nice big range of movement. We're going to be using a lunge in our first round. So let's just get used to this movement, get our balance. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, we're back to a squat, but this time we take our feet a nice big step wider than we were before, and we send our hips back again, squeezing the bum, really squeezing our core muscles in the stomach. So we should be quite a bit wider to what we were before. And you should be able to feel your glutes getting a bit more involved with this one, not just the quads. "20 seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, next exercise, we have our inchworm. So we squat down, we walk the hands into plank, we walk the hands back, and we squat back up. So 2 squats, 1 plank in the middle, and 1 squat back up. So we're going to be using an exercise similar to this again in the next round. So let's just have a practice of the movement. Make sure you're getting those 2 squats in there. That is the important part. Last couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, we're going to jump down onto our mat. Start to warm up the stomach. So my feet are flat on the floor, my arms are long, and I'm sending the ribs towards the hips and the fingertips towards the floor into a crunching movement. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, knees to 90. We're going to extend one leg out, bring it back to 90, and extend the other. Or we try both legs. Keep the back flat to the ground. If you can feel it arching and you feel it in your back, then just go back to the single ones. Good job, guys. We're over halfway. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, feet back to the ground, knees are bent. We're going to lift our hips, squeeze our bum, and we're going to hold it here. So it's a nice hip bridge. Feeling it in the hamstrings and in the bum. But just keep those hips high. And then we've got one more exercise after this, and that's your warm-up done. I'm certainly feeling warm. I feel like I'm in a different country right now. It's lovely. I'm very sweaty. Okay, guys, we've got 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, we're going to plank it out to finish. So we move on to our forearms. Onto our toes if we can. But the option is here on the knees. So we're keeping our bum low, hips forward. If you're finding that your bum is quite high, then just drop down onto the knees if you're struggling to bring it down. "30 seconds to go." So keep squeezing that core. Like I've said, most of the weeks when we're bracing the core, we want to picture as if someone's about to punch us in the stomach. And that bracing movement is almost like you're protecting yourself so it doesn't hurt. So you squeeze it. And that's what we want to do every time I say brace your core, and every second when we're doing an ab exercise. 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, well done. Just stay here for a second. Push up through your hands, through your chest. We'll have a little stretch out before we move on to our legs round. Okay, guys, so bring it up to standing when you're ready. Grab a drink if you need it. I'm just going to see if we've got anybody else here. No. Okay, and we're going to go straight into our leg round. So 4 exercises. First one is new. Feet are just outside of the hips like we did in the warm-up. We squat down. We then walk from side to side. So this depends on how much space you've got. If you haven't got much space at all, you can just do 2 little steps and then to the other side. You don't have to go very far. As long as you're squatting down as low as you can, we're walking from side to side. As long as we're moving, that's absolutely fine. Exercise 2. We're going to lunge forwards and we're going to lunge back. So, like we did in the warm-up with our lunge, but it's forward and then it's back with one leg. Okay, I'll tell you which leg we're doing when we get there. Exercise 3. Feet are a little bit wider than what we just did with our walking squat, but not quite as wide as that wide squat that we did in the warm-up. Okay, we're going to squat down and we're going to pulse. So we keep it in that small range of movement. It's not a full squat up and back down. You keep it in that small range of movement, which is what's going to build up the tension in our quad muscles. Final one, you'll recognise this from what we did in the warm-up. It is a half burpee squat. So we start in a squat position. I'm just going to walk forwards a bit just so you can see me. We jump back and we jump back to our squat, but we do not ever come up at any point. We stay in this fixed squat position every time we're here. The option, like we did in the warm-up, we walk back instead of jump back. But again, make sure you're keeping that strong squat position and not coming up too high in between. So we've got 4 rounds. So with the lunges, we're going to do 2 sets with the right side, and then it's 2 sets starting with the left side forward. But I can remind you of that again when we get there. Okay, so make sure you've got a little bit of space if you can. And we start with our walking squat. So let me just grab my stopwatch. Sending those hips back. We're going to walk. So stay really, really low. And it's not massive steps. And it's only 30 seconds of each exercise. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we lunge forward and back with the right. So take your time. Focus on the balance. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, squat pulse. Feet just outside of the hips. Stay low. Keep your chest up. Ten seconds. Oh, that breeze is nice. 3, 2, 1. Okay, squat down. We jump or we walk out. But remember, you never come fully up. Oh, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, straight back to the walking squat. So when we lunge in the next exercise, it's with the right leg again that starts. So let's get lower now. Now we know what we're doing. 3, 2, 1. Okay, right leg forward, right leg's back. So pin that left foot on the ground, use it as your stabilizer. Four, 3, 2, 1, squat pulse. Off we go. Lower this time. Make sure you feel that burn in the quads. 10. 3, 2, 1. Half squat burpee. So stay low, back, squat. 15 seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. Squat walk. Let's go. No time for rest in this one. Let's keep the heart rates up. Let's keep moving. So this time, we lunge with the left side. So your right leg is stabilizer. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Left leg forward, left leg back. 3, 2, 1. Squat pulses. Well done. Keep going. 5, 3, 2, 1. Squat burpee. 15. 3, 2, 1. Last round. Let's get low and walk. So lower this time than we've done yet. Final round. 3, 2, 1. Left leg lunge. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Squat pulses. Let's finish strong. 2 more exercises. Stay low. 10. 3, 3, 2, 1. Squat and jump or walk out. Remember your option. You do not have to jump. 10. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Shake it out. Just keep moving. Bring the heel towards your bum. Well done. Good job. I should have got the heart rates up a little bit. Morning, Jane. Okay, so next round, start to work on our glutes, working our bums. Couple of new exercises to try. So let's give them a go. Exercise 1 is one you're going to laugh at, but I promise you, it's a good one. So we're on all fours, and what we're going to do is we're going to lift our leg to the side, so it's almost like we're cocking it up. So I'll show you from behind as well, just in case you couldn't see properly. So we lift the knee, squeeze in the glute. That's exercise 1. Exercise 2, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to pulse it. So like we did with our wide squat pulse, you don't go for the full movement. So the first time round, we're going to do a full movement up and back down so it's not quite touching the floor. The exercise 2 that we're going to do with the pulse, you're going to sort of 1/3 that movement. It's small, okay? You hold it at that point of tension. That's our first 2 exercises. That's all we need to know for the time being, okay? Let's give it a go. So these are called fire hydrants. Hopefully, we're going to feel like we're on fire. Okay, so we're all going to start with our right leg cocking up, okay? Are we ready? Oh, I've lost my stopwatch. Let's go. So, up, down. Go at your own pace. So let's get used to this movement. We're going to do 2 rounds of this on each side. 3, 2, 1. We pulse it. So keep it small. Let's feel that glute working. 10. 3, 2, 1. We're back to our full ones. Try and keep that right knee off the ground. So really squeeze it up. You're firing it up. Should be starting to feel a little bit heavier on the second time round. That little bit harder to fire it up. 3, 2, 1. Pulse it. Last bit on this side. Ten seconds, we switch straight over. So it's our left. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Fully up. You've got it, guys. Three, 2, 1. Let's pulse it. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more round. Full this time. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's pulse it to finish. Keep it small. 10. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Good job. Relax there for a second whilst I explain the next exercise. So, it's a one-legged hip bridge like we used to, okay? One knee is bent, one leg is long. We lift the hips, we hold it, and what we're going to do is we're going to move the leg that is long to one side and back again. So, your aim is to keep your hips high the whole time and then see how far you can move the leg out and back, okay? If this is too much for anyone, you can just do what we used to with the one-legged hip bridge hold. We're going to do one round on each side, and then we've got one more exercise, which is going to finish the work off for our glutes, okay? So we're all going to start with our left leg long, and that is going to be the leg that is going out and back in again. Are we ready? Lift those hips. Let's hold it. Let's send it out and back in. So if your hips are dropping, then just don't bring the leg out quite as far. The aim is to keep the hips high, as that's what's going to challenge the glute and the hamstring. Last bit. Three, 2, 1. We're going to switch the legs straight over. Let's go. So right leg is moving out to the side. Keep that left hip high. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Well done. One more exercise. Okay. So these ones are a new one. We haven't done this yet before. So we're going to be lay on our side. Get nice and comfortable. So what you're going to do is you're going to circle the knee. So we just keep it a fraction off the ground and keep nice big circles. And when I say you're going to switch it, you're doing it the other way around. I've called these bicycles. Might not be the name of them, but it seems quite right. Okay, so we're going to start our bicycles. As soon as we're ready, you're going to have your right leg on top, your right leg is circling. Are we ready? Let's go. So we start one way, and then we're going to switch it so that we're going the other way. So focus on that circle. 10, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch it reverse. To get that push. 15 seconds. 10. We should be feeling that top glute working. 3, 2, 1. Okay, roll it over. Left leg is on top. Let's go. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch it the other way. Fifteen. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, that is our glutes done. Let's just roll onto our back before we move on. Bring the arms and legs long. Have a little stretch out before we move on to our abs. Okay, so grab a drink if you need it. We are going to stay down on our mats, but please make sure you do get a drink if you need it. So, we've got 4 ab exercises coming up. The first one, we're going to start with our arms and legs long, so just where we were in our stretch. We hug the body together, and then we extend it back out. So bring it in and extend it out. Okay? If your back is arching and you can feel it, just don't extend out quite as far. And even tap the feet on the ground so it's not quite the full movement. You're doing sort of a half of the movement that you would be doing if you're bringing the arms and legs out, but that's good because that's still working our core muscles. Exercise 2, what we're going to do is we're going to lift our hips and we're going to send our feet up towards the sky. So it's up, and then we want to bring the legs so that they're no lower than 90 degrees. So we're holding that tension in the muscles because we're not dropping it down too far. Exercise 3, now this one's courtesy of Ricardo, so thank you for this one, Ricardo. Our legs start at 45 degrees and we're going to send them out and back together. So if that one is a bit too much for our backs, bring the legs higher and do exactly the same thing until you can feel it back in the core again. Final one, we've got bicycle crunches. So it's opposite shoulder towards the opposite knee and we extend our legs out. So we've got 2 rounds of this, guys, and then we are done. So we start with arms out, hugging the body, but remember that we can tap the feet at any time if we need to. So as soon as we're ready, we hug it in, extend out, or tap the feet. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 90, then lift those hips, but we can tap the feet on the ground if needs. on. Okay, legs to 45, out and in. Remember, you can bring the legs higher if you need to. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bicycles. So if you need to, instead of extending the leg, you can tap the foot down on the ground. To really get that twisting movement. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Relax it there. We've got 15 seconds rest. Then we're going to repeat the whole thing one more time and you're done. Okay, so we're going to bring our arms and legs long, hug it together and extend out. Let's go. Remember to shorten that movement if you need to. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lift those hips. Good job. Almost there. 10. 3, 2, 1. Legs to 45 or higher. We're out and back in. So as wide as you can go. Good job. Keep going. We've only got this one and one more and we're done. Ten. 3, 2, 1. Bicycles, extend the leg or tap the foot to make it slightly easier if you need to. We're heading for the finish, so let's do what we can. Fifteen seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. Well done, guys. That's it. Hard work is done. Grab yourself a drink if you need it. Then we're going to finish with a stretch out. Okay. So when we're ready, we're going to go back into our long position. Arms and legs long. And just relax the body. Okay, then we'll just roll over onto our front and push up through the hands, through the chest. And then we'll push back into our lower leg. Just bring the chin towards the chest. Okay, brilliant. So glute stretch next. Bend both of the knees, one leg in front of the other. We'll walk out until we can feel the stretch in the front glute. And then we'll switch it over. Okay, so stretching out the hamstrings next, bringing the legs along. We'll reach out towards our toes until we can feel the stretch down the backs of our legs. Okay, brilliant. And finally, we'll come back up to standing and just bring one heel towards the bum. Feel free to hold on to anything if you need to. And switching it over to finish. And relax down there. Well done, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. Have a lovely bank holiday. Enjoy the sunshine. And I'll see you all next week. Bye.